Welcome back to Properties of Rational Numbers. Dear 8th class English medium students, we have already learned about a closure property in rational numbers. Today we are going to discuss about commutative property in rational numbers. So look there on the screen. The, the topic is properties of rational number. The subtopic is commutative property in rational numbers. Okay, now we move to the next screen. Look there. What is commutative property? Commutative property means if you change the order in any binary operations, the result does not change, then it is called commutative property. The commutative property states that the change in the order of two numbers on binary operation does not change the result. For example, a plus b is equal to b plus a into b is equal to b into a. Then we can say it satisfies the commutative property. Here binary operations means fundamental operations. The four fundamental operations are called binary operations. In those operations, you take any two numbers with any operation, you change the order, then the result may not be changed, then it satisfies the commutative property. Okay. Now let us take an example and explain it. Before we going to learn about rational numbers, already we have learned in 8th class, 7th class and 8th class, 6th class and 7th classes commutative property in whole numbers. Once you check those, whether you may understand or not in whole numbers. Here there is a table on the screen, you may observe it. First you may take addition. You take addition. In addition, already you know the whole numbers. What are the whole numbers? The numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. These type of numbers are called whole numbers. Already you know it. You take any two whole numbers. For example, here in this table, you taken 2 and 3. So, in addition, the operation is addition. We taken that 2 and 3, two whole numbers. You sum of these two, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. That means you change the order. You add 3 to 2 or 2 to 3. Okay, now you change the order 3 plus 2. That means here you observe the previous step 3 is added to 2. Here 2 is added to 3. That means we changed the order. 3 plus 2 is also 5. 2 plus 3 is also 5 and 3 plus 2 also 5. That means if you change the order in addition, the result may not be changed. Hence, what we can say 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. And what is the remark here? In the third column, addition is commutative in whole numbers. So W means whole numbers. Okay. When the result is not changed, even though the order is changed, then we can say the commutative property satisfy the addition under whole numbers. Like that. Now we move to the another operation, subtraction. Already you know it. What is subtraction? Here we taken 3 and 2, two whole numbers. Then you subtract it. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Already we know it. What do you say about 2 minus 3? 2 minus 3 is minus 1. What we get if order is changed? 3 minus 2 is 1. If order is changed, 2 minus 3, that is equal to minus 1. Both are not same. Both are not same. That means 1 is not equal to minus 1. Hence what we can say? We conclude that subtraction is not commutative. If the result is same, then we can say it is commutative. the result is not changed, the result is changed, both are not same, then we can say it is not commutative. Here in the subtraction, 3 minus 2 is 1, 2 minus 3 is minus 1, then what we can say, the subtraction is not commutative. Multiplication, you may take any two whole numbers. You take 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are two whole numbers. You take the multiplication here, 2 into 3 is equal to 6. And 3 into 2, what do you say? 3 into 2 is also 6. That means finally what we can say, 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. Here you observe the order is changed, are taken two numbers. Here in the first instance 2 into 3. In the second instance it is 3 into 2. In the both conditions, in the both cases we get the same result, that is 6, 6. Hence what we can say, multiplication is commutative. Simply you can write here, multiplication is commutative. In the previous one, the subtraction is not commutative. You may see in the above line. But multiplication is commutative. Then what do you say about it? Division. In whole numbers, what are the examples taken? 4 and 2 are two numbers. 4 divided by 2. Then what you get? You get 2. 2 divided by 4. What you get? 0.5. Here what do you say about these two results are same? Here 4 divides 2. Here in the second instance 2 divides 4. If order is changed, the result may not be same. Why? Because in the first instance we get 2, in the second instance we get 0.5. So 4 divided by 2 is not equal to 2 divided by 4. So then what you say? You say here like this. So 4 divided by 2 is not equal to 2 by 4. Hence what we can say? Finally we conclude that division is not commutative. Division is not commutative. Division is not commutative in whole numbers. You look this table, what you understand in whole numbers, the addition and multiplication are commutative and the subtraction and division are not commutative. Two operations are commutative, two operations are not commutative in whole numbers. This is the commutative property in whole numbers. Already we learned it in previous class. Now we move to the next slide about integers. What about commutative property in integers? Already you know what are integers. What are integers? If you add negative numbers minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 to the whole numbers, then we can say these are integers. When we add negative numbers to the whole numbers, then we can say these are the integers. In these integers, you may take any two and you perform the addition. Then you observe the results does not change. Then we can say addition is commutative in integers. Look there. You take any two integers, minus 3 and 2. Minus 3, comma 2 belongs to. I write the symbol. This symbol is called belongs to. That means minus 3, comma 2 are integers. What is the symbol for integers? Z. Here minus 3 and 2 are both integers we taken, and you check the commutative property under addition. That means already you know the addition. First instance you may take minus 3 plus 2. Look there here, minus 3 plus 2, what you get? Minus 1. In the second instance, you add, you change the order, 2 plus minus 3. Here also you get minus 1. And this minus 1 is also belongs to integer. And you observe the result, both are same. Here minus 1 and here also minus 1. That means if you change the order, the addition, we get the same result. Then we can say the addition is commutative in integers. In the previous table, we did for the whole numbers. Now in this table, we did for the integers. Hence you may write here minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus minus 3. Both are same. Both the results are we get same. Hence we conclude that addition is commutative under in integers. Now we move to the subtraction. Here already the example is written. Here the 2 and 3 are the integers. It is a subtraction, hence 2 minus 3. Then what you get? 2 minus 3 is minus 1. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. What about 3 minus 2? If you change the order, 3 minus 2. What you get? 1. In previous instance, we get minus 1. If you change the order, we get 1. Both are not same. Hence, what here? So, you can say 2 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 2. 2 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 2. అంటే ఇంతకుముందు మైనస్ 1 వచ్చింది, ఇప్పుడు 1 వచ్చింది. బోత్ ఆర్ నాట్ సేమ్ అనమాట. రెండు సమానం కదా కాబట్టి 2 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 2. That means if the result is also changed, if the order is changed, the result is also changed. That means what we can say, the subtraction is not commutative in integers. The subtraction is not commutative in integers. What is the third operation? Multiplication. Now we move to the third operation. If you take any two, whether it is same numbers, you take same numbers. 2 and 3 belongs to Z. That means these two are integers. You multiply it 2 into 3. That is, and you change the order. 3 into 2, that is 6. What you observe here, both the cases, we get the same result. The result may not be changed. Hence, finally what you can conclude it, 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. If the result is not changed, then we can say 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. That means what we conclude it, the multiplication is commutative. Multiplication is commutative in integers. Now we move to the fourth operation, that is the division. You take any two. For example, you take minus 5 and 10. These two are belongs to Z. Here minus 5 divided by 10. What you get? Minus 1 by 2. If you change the order, That means 10 by minus 5. Then what you get? Minus 2. Here in the first instance, what we get? Minus 1 by 2. In the second instance, we get minus 2. That means if the order is changed, the result also changed. That means what you can write? Minus 5 divided by 10 is not equal to 10 divided by minus 5. In the both cases, we do not get the same result. In the first instance, we get minus 1 by 2. In the second instance, we get minus 2. That means in the both cases, the results are not same. Hence, we can say that division is not commutative in integers. That is written in the third column. Division is not commutative in integers. Okay. These two numbers, that means whole numbers and integers, the commutative property in whole numbers and integers are learned in 7th class. Now today in 9th class we move to find the status of commutative property in rational numbers. That is the new one to us. Rational numbers. Already you know it. What are rational numbers? The numbers which can be expressed in the form of P by Q are called rational numbers, where P comma Q belongs to Z and Q is not equal to 0. You may observe the definition what I am written on the top of this slide. The rational numbers means the numbers which can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P comma Q belongs to Z. That means the numerator and denominator are integers and the denominator may not be 0. Then we can say those are rational numbers. Already we have discussed about rational numbers in the previous video. So now here we may check the commutative property under addition, subtraction, multiplication and division in rational numbers. First we may take the addition. Here I have taken two rational numbers. Those are 5 by 2 and minus 3 by 4 and add them in one order first. You may look there. 5 by 2 plus minus 3 by 4. Then what you get? 5 by 2 plus into minus 3 by 4. Then the LCM is 4. 2 5s are 10. 2 2s are 4. 2 5s are 10. Minus 4 1s are 4. 1 into 3 is 3. Then what you get? 7 by 4. 7 by 4 is a rational number. Now you change the order. You change the order of taken two rational numbers. First you write minus 3 by 4. Then you add minus 3 by 4 to 5 by 2. Here also the LCM is 4. 4 1s are 4. 1 3 is 3. That is minus 3. 2 2s are 4. 2 5s are 10. Then here you observe 7 by 4. In both the cases, if you change the order, 5 by 2 plus minus 3 by 4 in the first instance. In the second instance, first we write minus 3 by 4. After that we add 5 by 2. If you change the order, even though we change it, the result may not be changed. The result is same result we got in the two cases. That means what we can say? Therefore, 5 by 2 plus minus 3 by 4 is equal to minus 3 by 4 plus 5 by 2. That is equal to how much it is? 7 by 4. In both the cases, we get the same result, that is 7 by 4. Hence, we can say the rational numbers are commutative in the rational numbers are commutative under addition. So that you observe in the bottom of the screen. We can say that a plus b is equal to b plus a. That means we commonly taken a and b both are two rational numbers. A plus b is equal to b plus a for any two rationals. Thus addition is commutative. Addition is commutative in the set of rational numbers. This symbol is called for all. Here what I round up this now. This symbol is called for all. You read it in all the instances. This symbol is for all. Thus addition is commutative in the set of rational numbers for all a comma belongs to Q. A plus b is equal to b plus a. That means the rational numbers are commutative under addition. Okay. Now we move to the subtraction. Next binary operation, subtraction. You look there on the screen. Take two rational numbers 2 by 3 and 7 by 8. Now here we may go to do the subtraction. So first instance you take 2 by 3 minus 7 by 8. After that you change the order. 7 by 8 minus 2 by 3. You find the value of these two conditions. Here the LCM is 24, 3 8s are 24, hence 8 2s are 16 minus 8 3s are 24, 3 7s are 21. Then what you get? Minus 5 by 24. We move to the next instance, that is 7 by 8 minus 2 by 3. In this case, the LCM is also same 24. 8 3s are 24, 3 7s are 21 minus 3 8s are 24, 2 into 8, 2 into 8, that is 16. The previous one into 3, that is 21. 21 minus 16 is equal to 5 by 24. What you observe in the both the cases. You look there. Here what we get, here what we get. You look there. First instance get minus 5 by 24. In the second instance 5 by 24. What do you say about these two results? One is negative, one is positive. That means both are not same. Both are not same. So what we can say? 2 by 3 minus 7 by 8 is not equal to 7 by 8 minus 2 by 3. When both the results are not same, we can conclude that the commutation, the commutative property not satisfy the subtraction in rational numbers. You look there. Thus we can say in the bottom of the page, we can say that subtraction is not commutative in the set of rational numbers. The subtraction is not commutative. In the previous one, the addition is commutative in rational numbers. Now the subtraction is not commutative in the set of rational numbers for all a comma b belongs to rationals, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. You may write one more step here. For all a comma b belongs to q, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Simply we can say you take any two rationals, a minus b is not equal to b minus a, hence the rationals, the subtraction is not commutative in rational numbers. Then we move to the third operation, that is multiplication. Take any two rationals. Here on the screen we have taken 2 and 5 by 7. Now we proceed. First instance you write 2 into 5 by 7. In the second instance, that means you change the order. First you write 5 by 7 into 2. Now you observe what happened. Here 2 5s are 10, both the numerators, by 7. In the second instance, 5 2s are 10 by 7. What do you say about these two results? In the both the cases, we get the same results. Those are 10 by 7 and 10 by 7. That means then what you can conclude it, for any two rationals, 2 into 5 by 7 is equal to 5 by 7 into 2. Now we conclude that for any two rational numbers a comma b, a into b is equal to b into a. The multiplication is commutative in the set of rational numbers. That is written in the bottom of the page. We can conclude that multiplication is commutative in the set of rational numbers. A into b is equal to b into a. Here a, b means any two rationals. A is one rational number, b is another rational number. That is concluded simply. We can write this all in one single sentence. That is, for all a comma b belongs to q, a into b is equal to b into a. Hence, the rational numbers are commutative under multiplication. Okay, now we move to the next slide. That is division, the fourth operation. Fourth binary operation is division. Here we taken, those are 7 by 3 comma 14 by 9. These two are rationals. This symbol is belongs to. This symbol is belongs to. You may read this symbol belongs to. 7 by 3 and 14 by 9 belongs to Q. That means these two are rationals. What we taken is 7 by 3 and 14 by 9. What is the symbol here? Division symbol, divided by. 7 by 3 divided by 14 by 9. Here in the right side, 14 by 9 divided by 7 by 3. Then you find these two. 7 by 3 divided by 14 by 9. It's may be written as, already you know it, 7 by 3 reciprocal of 14 by 9. That is 9 by 14. Now you observe it. 3 ones, 3 3. Simplification. 7 ones, 7 2. What we get? 3 by 2. In the first instance, we taken 7 by 3 and 14 by 9. We do the division. What we get, the quotient is 3 by 2. Now you change the order. That means first you take dividend is 14 by 9 and the divisor is 7 by 3. In division already you know which is dividend, which is divisor, which is quotient, and which is remainder. So here I changed the order. First you write the 14 by 9, then you put multiplication symbol and write the reciprocal of 7 by 3, that is 3 by 7. 3 ones, 3 threes, 3 ones, 3 threes, 7 ones, 7 twos. Then what you get? 2 by 3. In the first instance, we get 3 by 2. In the second instance, we get 2 by 3. What do you say about these two? Is these two are equal? 3 by 2 is equal to 2 by 3? No, 3 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 3. In these two cases, 3 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 3. Hence, what we can say? What we can conclude that 7 by 3 divided by 14 by 9 is not equal to 14 by 9 divided by 7 by 3. That leads to the division is not commutative in rational numbers. So we may write it here, simple sentence: for all A comma B belongs to Q, A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. Hence, in the division, the rational numbers are not commutative. Altogether, what you observe, you look there, in addition, what we get here in the addition, the rational numbers are commutative. The rational numbers are commutative. You look the bottom line. The addition is commutative in the set of rational numbers. What about in subtraction? You look the bottom line. The subtraction is not commutative. Addition is commutative. Subtraction is not commutative. What about multiplication? The multiplication is commutative. What about division? The division of rational number is not commutative. Finally, what are the points you remember in this topic? The multiplication and the addition are commutative, and the subtraction and the division are not commutative in rational numbers. Now we move to fill a small exercise. Do this. Complete the following table. What we learned today. Already natural numbers. About commutative property. This table about commutative property. Commutative property natural numbers లో ఏ ఆపరేషన్స్ లో సాటిస్ఫై చేస్తుందో మనం ఫిల్ చేయాలి. ఆల్రెడీ హియర్ some columns are filled. Natural numbers, addition is commutative, subtraction is not commutative, no means not commutative, yes means commutative, multiplication is commutative. What do you say about division? Division is not commutative. Division is not commutative. Now, what about whole numbers? Already we do this on today. Whole numbers, the addition is commutative and the multiplication is also commutative. The subtraction is not commutative and the division is already written there, that is not commutative. About integers, commutative property in integers. Addition is commutative, multiplication is commutative, subtraction is not commutative, and the division is also not commutative. Now about rational numbers. Addition is commutative, multiplication is commutative, subtraction is not commutative, and the division is not commutative, that is already written there. Like that, you may observe in commutative property, In four types of number sets we taken: natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. In all the four number sets, under the addition column, what you observe? Yes, 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 yes. That means all the numbers are commutative under addition. And you observe the multiplication. All the numbers, that means natural, whole, integers and rationals, all the numbers are commutative under multiplication also. Yes, 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 yes. What you observe? In all the numbers, the subtraction is not commutative, and also the division is also not commutative. Okay, you may remember these all points in this proper rational numbers. In previous video we complete closure property. In this video we complete commutative property. We may meet in the next video with associative property. So that is the end of the today's session.